Hi everyone, welcome to Molly's Tarot. This is going to be an all signs tarot love reading, and these are going to be full readings. So we're going to do Aries all the way through Pisces. Okay, so let's get started and see what's going on for Aries. We're going to hop right into it and get your messages for you now. Their feelings, action, communication, that sort of thing, what to expect. Okay, tell me about Aries. Okay, so going through some obstacles right now. Ooh, so you do have fate at the bottom of the deck, and it does say it is a destined partnership. That doesn't mean it's necessarily destined to succeed, or nor does it mean it's destined to fail. It is a karmic situation for you. So let's go ahead and see what your tarot cards have. Let me lay those out, and we'll get into your story here. All right, tell me about Aries, please. Tell me about Aries. What is going on for Aries? Okay. Okay. Intriguing. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense with fate at the bottom of the deck and then also the judgment card here as well. Two heavy energies. It does say after the fate card too, it does say some distance will help bring clarity. So let's see what's going on here. Because yeah, I do see some things not really flowing here. Let's see. All right. Mostly, I feel like you guys are both looking in other directions and not looking at each other necessarily. I'm going to read this in two ways. Okay, so as a female energy, okay, I feel like your person is being very standoffish. They don't show the interest that you would like. There's trust issues here. It's like feeling compelled to want to check in on them, see what they're up to, because you possibly don't trust their behavior because they don't give you much. That's what I'm seeing. It's like they act very aloof. It's like you have a hard time telling what their true intentions are because of this aloofness or this sort of constant shutting down type energy is what I'm seeing here. So I feel like it's really, really wearing you out, quite frankly. And it's, yeah, well, it is what it is. We're going to look and see if this is going to turn out to be better. I mean, it does say time apart will help bring clarity, but I just feel like your person is just being very closed off, staunch, not really participatory, not divulging any information about anything right now, pretty tight-lipped about things, maybe even ghosting, possibly, that sort of thing. And it's like, I just kind of get the sense too that they have, it's hard to tell which one's which because you have these two cards here and it's like I almost feel like it's reversed for you, but on yours it says unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So that could be your message for you, Aries. If you're the female energy, it's possible. I almost feel like they're reversed though. I almost feel like this is the female energy feeling like the timing just wasn't right, for this situation, but somebody feels like that the timing wasn't right and somebody feels like unhealed wounds are keeping them from forward movement. I feel like that's the male energy though, that the unhealed wounds are keeping them from forward movement, because we have the wounded warrior right in the middle of this reading. And I see that all the male energy cards here are someone who has unhealed wounds that are blocking forward movement. So that's why I feel like the oracle cards need to be reversed. I feel like that's the type of male energy that you're dealing with. Now, if you are a male, I'll put it gently, but I feel like this would be your energy as well. It's just sort of very untrusting. You'd rather just sort of wait for things to happen rather than take action towards them. Something's, blocking you from moving forward, and it's creating a lot of hidden resentment from your person because they're waiting for you to make a move. All right. And then there's no move, and then they get their aloofness going and start looking in other directions and just saying, well, guess the timing wasn't right for us. So that's what I'm seeing. So female energies, I feel like you are realizing this situation is not going anywhere and that this person is just not going to take the action that you desire. But it's very difficult for you because you might have another option, and I feel like you are possibly checking out that option now is what I'm sensing with the Lovers card here, because it's like you need more of a cosmic connection. You need to feel more like there's some sort of passion, even if it's not necessarily about like the actual physical act of passion. You just feel like you need more passion in your life. Like this person is not bringing it, and so I do feel like you, and again, it doesn't have to be physically. It's just in general. I mean, this doesn't scream passion to me. This screams somebody that's just like not doing anything. They think about things, but ultimately they take no action. So I feel like you, the feminine energy here, that you are really just kind of starting to realize like this isn't working, and I want to move on towards other things. So I feel like that is what you're doing. I don't understand why it's a destined partnership though. So let me see a little bit more on that. Oh. Wow. So those cards just flew out. Yeah, and I get this a lot. Pardon me. I get this a lot. Like if there's a male energy Aries that watches this video, I don't know how many more times I can deliver this message. All right. I feel like I deliver it like every single time. It takes more than just looking out on the horizon and like waiting for your ship to come in. It's like needing to emotionally leave behind whatever wounds are holding you back and go for things. All right. Be the Knight of Wands. Go for things, not just like sit there and kind of hope that they come to you. That message just comes out over and over and over again. But let's see. So why is this a destined partnership? Let's take a look at the female view from here on out. Why is this a destined partnership for female Aries, please? It's all meant to move you forward to the relationship that is. And I just don't know if it's this one. All right. So maybe it's to see that, hey, the timing just wasn't right for this. And you're going to have some sort of choice coming in soon if you don't have one already. And I feel like that's why. It's to get you to possibly see what is not bringing value as far as romantic relationships and fulfillment and things like that, so that you can break through and move towards something that will. This is long lasting. This is marriage. This is long term. This is security, all those types of things. And I feel like that's where you're at now. You're starting to realize like, that's what I want. I'm not getting it here. Timing isn't right. Whatever, not sure. I can't solve these issues for him or her, whichever male energy, you're dealing with here. And it's like, I feel like that is why. So, I mean, for some of you, it's possible it's destined towards marriage. Okay. But it's like these types of energies aren't getting you guys there for sure. There's definitely trust issues. I feel like this male energy always feels like you have other choices, and so they don't act. All right. I also see that. I will say this too. If this is a relationship that you have not formed, and it's like you guys have not seen each other, or this is someone like that you have a crush on, or that you've held a candle or a flame for, or whatever they say, then I would say if you're a male energy, instead of just like trying to tiptoe around things and wonder and figure that this single female already has somebody, it's like find out. All right, that would be clear. And if you are a female energy waiting on this male to take action towards you, like it's somebody you've held a flame for a very long time, but there's been no action, I feel like it's time to move towards other things then, because, or, you know, I mean, if you feel like putting it out there, go for it, you know, but to break the ice and, you know, say, you know, ask them out or something like that, fine. But it just feels like it's time to move away from this because it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Let's see what you need to do. What do female Aries need to do? What do female Aries need to do? Three of Wands. All right. Yeah. See, you guys have somebody else coming in, I feel, that's going to, like, just be positive. Be positive about that a King of Cups is coming. That's not this Emperor, Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Seven of Swords person. All right. Be confident and expect positive love coming into your life. I feel like that is your yeah. Oh, wow. Absolutely. Coming towards the Queen of Wands, which is your energy. So, and quickly too, I feel. So just keep hanging in. It's like, keep your options open. That's what I would say, females. All right. What do male energies need to do? Yeah, male energies, again, I've given this message 50 million times. You need to move forward. You need to, like, ask them out, or you need to apologize, or you need to, you know, whatever. Well, I'm not saying you need to, like, in a demanding way. It's a general reading. You do what you want. But, I mean, the message keeps coming out over and over and over again. I feel it's not necessarily like you need to apologize or you need to do this or that or whatever. I just feel like it's, if you want things to change in your life, male energies that keep watching this Aries video, then it's, again, if I keep seeing this message, I'm just going to stop reading it. I'm just going to start skipping over it because I've brought it out so many times. Move forward. All right. That's, you know, there's something here that's holding you back that needs to be moved forward through and needs to, you know, the romantic, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, those types of cards always come out for you, needing to take action sincerely, passionately, you know, those types of things. Okay. So that's what I have for Aries. Okay. Those over here. So let's move to Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, please. Romantic love. What's going on for Taurus? Tell me about Taurus. Okay. So right when you're in this energy of, like, trying to clear your energy, trying to do the self-love care thing, and, you know, trying to heal and all that stuff, somebody over here can't stop thinking about you. Okay. So let's see what's going on with that. Okay. Some of you have Gemini messages coming in from a Gemini. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure. Could be a little argumentative, possibly. Some of you confused about an Aquarius. Okay. What is going on for Taurus, please? A lot of confusion going on. Okay. Ooh, all right. Yeah, somebody here definitely wants, like, a clear ending. Okay, I'm not sure if that's you or them. There's something here about, yeah, needing time to heal. All right, so let's see. But they're having a hard time because it's like they can't stop thinking about you. So I do feel like there is this energy here of a male energy that wants to, or I don't know if they want to, but they are ending things, I feel. Yeah, Three of Swords here as well with the World card, Ten of Swords. These are, yeah, wow, definitely. Okay, so I do see this male energy here that is definitely, like, not not wanting to participate at this time. All right. They're being cold. They possibly aren't really contacting you, things like that. Oh, let me get my card in the center. I forgot that one. Hang on. Okay. But it's like this is so much the case. But they can't stop thinking about you. All right. So it's like, yes, they want to end. They do want to heal. They want to do all of these things. Now, if you don't really have anyone in your life right now, this could just be one giant message for you also. All right. So keep a like an outside of the box kind of viewpoint with this reading. Like if there's no one that you're particularly asking about at this time, then all of this could just be messages for you about like the past and the current energy and what you need towards the future and things like that. Because there's a lot here about self-healing and that sort of thing. I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like there's this male energy here that just really needs a win. All right, they want to turn the wheel. They want to move in a different direction. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean like to get away from you. I don't mean it in that way. I'm talking about in their life in general. So I just feel like this person is just exhausted right now with life. It's not like exhausted with you, and it's all that. It's like I feel like they're just exhausted with life in general, and they're just feeling like they need a win. They need to turn the wheel and have something work out in their favor. So, and it's like I don't feel like they're communicating very much right now. They may be, for some of you, it is a general reading, but for most of you, I feel like this is just somebody who they can't stop thinking about you. So they do check in on you. They do possibly spy on your social media or, something along those lines, but they're not really taking action. Okay. And I mean, for your energy here, because you have the Empress here. So, but there's like this Five of Wands energy here as well, where it's just, there's a lot of like confusion or drama, or maybe you're just super busy. All right. Because sometimes the Five of Wands can just mean you're super busy. All right. But if it's not super busy, then I just feel like you have a lot of confusion right now. There could be something going on actually deep down within your core about a mother, like an actual mother. And I know this is your card, but in the position that it's in, it doesn't really, I'm not seeing it as representing you yourself. So it could even be like deep down things, something along those lines that I feel like you need to take some time apart. Like it says, yeah, it's time for me to heal now. And it just feels like this whole situation needs time because I don't feel like it's moving forward right now. All right. And it doesn't feel like it could be pushed in any direction. We're going to check like what to do and advice and outcome and all that sort of thing. But it's, I feel like right now your main focus is most likely security. And that seems to be more of like what you need now. It's not necessarily like a love relationship that you need to come in and swoop, sweep you off your feet or what have you. I think most of you are more like very focused or even concerned or worried or, things like that. Maybe a few sleepless nights over your actual like security. If it's not money and finances and things like that, then it's just like your security. You don't want to give your heart to this person again because it's, I mean, they're a damn king of swords. They're going to take that sword and, you know what I'm saying? So it's a matter of like watching out for you right now. That's what I see. So I don't really see forward movement with this right now. All right, so let's take a little bit more of a look and see and yeah, the World card, Ten of Swords is usually something that is done, at least, at this point. Okay, so what does Taurus need to do? If you are a male energy, then the way around, like, then the way I would read this, if you're a male energy Taurus, would be to, right now you're presenting as this King of Swords. Like, you're just sort of, you're not really vulnerable in the heart chakra area or, like, wanting to admit that you can't stop thinking about someone or something like that. You desperately, want to turn the wheel. I see that, and that's a good thing, because I mean that whatever we want and we desire bad enough will happen. All right. I would just say to not really keep checking in or keeping tabs on someone. And if you can't stop thinking about them, the more that you check in on them, then the more they're going to be in your energy. So it would be better to just turn the wheel, turn that wheel. All right. Okay. So tell me about female energies. What do female energies need to do here with this situation? What is it what is best suggested for them to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's one realization. Okay, to realize that there's a couple different things here. All right, so because you got these fives, so I do feel like there's a lot of just obstacle energy with you, and it's like you're not really checking in on your value and your worth. So remind yourself of your value and your worth. There's a good mantra that's going on. I noticed on YouTube there's a lot of videos that'll show up with it. I am enough. All right. So that might be a great mantra for you to carry with yourself for a while. I am enough. Because it's I feel like you have a lot of struggles and obstacles right now. But they're I'm not saying they're not real. They're real, but but a lot of them are tied in to this sort of fear of security things or something along those lines. So I would say as far as what to do, there's going to be two different answers here. So the Five of Cups is possibly representing your person, and so this will hit if it does. If it doesn't, it's probably the other thing. So for those of you who are dealing with a male energy who is consistently in the woe is me energy, and by that meaning they are very much like a brooding type personality, or they're they're always everything goes wrong for me, or oh my god, nothing works out for me, or wow, I really screwed that up, I could have had this, or I could have been this, or I could, they live in the wouldas and the couldas and etc. Instead of turning around and seeing the potential, then this is saying recognize that this is who this person is, and that doesn't appear to be changing. All right, at this time, if it's not that, if you don't have a person, or if your person is not like that, then I would say that's the message for you, to not focus on the things that possibly you should have done right, or that you wish you wouldn't have done, or that you may deem as doing wrong, or something like that. And let yourself off the hook, basically, and not focus on those things. Turn around and focus on what could be, the positive things from here on out, rather than focusing on all of the negatives and the spilled cups. Turn around and see the cups full, that sort of thing. And let's see, for female energies, what is the most likely outcome here? Okay. Yeah, Eight of Swords. I feel like with this particular relationship, I mean, the most likely, all right, that again, it's a general reading, most likely outcome for you guys is that I feel like eventually you're going to come into your strength with this and heal from this. I feel like this male energy is not. I feel like they're just going to keep holding on to this sort of my way or the highway. This is where someone tries to keep people at arm's length cerebrally, this male energy, because it's everything's a fight to them. So it's including love. So I feel like that there's kind of no win with that. And I feel like the most likely outcome is that if you continue with this person, that you will still feel in the dark, powerless with this situation, feeling like you are not being true to yourself as far as what you deserve, because I feel like that really needs to be worked on, and ultimately ending up with, again, this male energy who is too focused on everything that could have been and should have been, but isn't really putting that effort towards. You're handing them the golden cup, and they're sitting there I don't know if I want the golden cup, that sort of thing. So I feel like eventually you'll gain strength in this situation and heal, and I feel like that's the way to go right now. The sooner the better with this situation. Male energies, what do you need to do? Okay, Six of Wands. Get your confidence up, all right, for sure. The Six of Wands is about looking forward to victory, looking forward to positive things. It's a bright card. You know, none of these cards, like for the male energies, well, it's a bright card, but it's like missing the opportunity, though, are, you know, very bright. You know, there are a lot of like, you know, kind of cards there, right? So it's like, what do you need to do? Get back on that horse, look at the spine straight, and the red, is like the, victory color, going after things, root chakra kind of energy, right? With all the green though too, because the wreath is green, and the wreath is victory wreath, and green is the heart chakra, and wands are the passion to get up on the horse, so I feel like you need to, and look, the Fool card is the next card. So it's like, needing to go after some new things in your life and having the confidence, to do it. Okay. Okay. So that was Taurus. So let's go to Gemini. Okay, Geminis, let's see what we have for you. Gemini. Tell me about Gemini and their person. If you do not have a person, then this message just might be one big message for you. So, and even though I'm reading it as this person or that person, you can just kind of think outside the box and see if you can get messages from either side that I'm reading. Okay, tell me about Gemini, please. Okay. Oh, all right. I like this. So at the bottom of the deck, so possibly not yet, but you're very close, all right, is what I'd say. Or some of you, maybe you already have, all right, is saying like you've nailed this spiritual lesson, all right, or you're about to, all right. You're going to nail the spiritual lesson. Woo. All right. Let's see. Okay. So, but right now, all right. So some of you, maybe you're already there. Others of you, almost there. Okay. So one of the cues, or clues to getting there, I would say, is that this energy here is showing, and this is on your side, but now remember, these might be vice versa or whatever. So whichever side you relate with the most, but it says denial, detach with love clearly to see the truth. So it kind of reminds me of an Eight of Swords vibe, which is a Gemini card of not really wanting to see the truth, and that sort of thing. But this is a time to detach with love, like unconditional love. Detach yourself from the situation. Look at it as if you were like looking down upon these actors on a stage, which are you and this other person, right? And look at it with a loving, like you're the loving creator of these two beings. And it's like, how do you see things? Like that, like really get a little cosmic with it. Because you're the other side of the coin, your person, or again, could be vice versa, or just all you. It says, I wish things could be different. So I feel like this is going to be like one of those readings where it's like, close but no cigar kind of thing. But let's see. I don't know yet, because we're going to get the tarot cards here and see. Maybe it'll be excellent, because maybe you both, will learn the spiritual lesson together. So let's see. I'll remain unconvinced until I see the cards. All right. So what do we have for Gemini, please? What's going on with Geminis? Tell me about romantic love. What's going on with Geminis? Okay. Sorry, I had to take a minute to make sure I got new energy, because I feel like there's a lot of there's certain energy sometimes I can feel, and it's like they already know their answer, so it's like I want to get a new story. Okay, let's see. All right. All right. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So things turning, but I'm not sure where they're going. All right, so let's see here. So we have a bunch of female cards on this side, which with the I wish things could be different. I feel like this is, you know what I'm getting? I feel like this is a message for you and you alone. Like I'm not really getting your person in on this reading because it feels like the whole thing feels like feminine energy, unless it's possibly feminine situation, in which case, you know, that may be. But I'm not really getting like one side is like male energy, one side is female energy or anything like that, which is fine. You know, I mean, you know, not everything has to fall into these nice, neat categories, right? So I feel like this is just one big message because of the way that it's laid out. And it just feels like that to me too. So I feel like both are kind of accurate. So detaching with love to clearly see the truth. And I do feel like someone does wish things could be different, but they're not. You know, that's what I'm seeing here. And it's interesting because I was talking about the Eight of Swords and how that reminded me of this card. And I'm seeing that here. So it's, you know, like being blindfolded, not really wanting to see the truth about a situation. All right. So I don't have a clear male presence in this reading. That's why, that doesn't mean there's not one that you're thinking about, but I feel like this is just, again, like the message for you. So I feel like I feel like this is a you versus you reading, like what your higher self wants and what your self wants, you know, your more like 3D world self wants. I feel like what your 3D self wants is you want this to happen. You want your Nine of Cups with this person. It's like you've been more than patient, or it could be a Sagittarius. We also have Scorpio on the board too. So, or maybe they're a cusper. I don't know. Could be either or. It doesn't have to be that sign though. But it's like I feel like the part of you that needs to come out of the denial is the part that is like really, really wanting something to happen. And I'm not saying things aren't going to happen because we got to still look at that. But it's like the just wishing that it's going to happen. I feel like that's where we need to detach to clearly see the truth. Because with the Three of Swords here, it's like that's a major blockage. So it's either a third party, or there's been major disappointment in this relationship already, and that it's just a blockage and a hurdle that can it be moved through, you know, with the Death card here. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's going to be a tough one if it does. I mean, we'll check. We're going to see what needs to be done and what the potential outcome is here. But it's wishing things could be different, but being in denial that they're not is a big thing here. That's a big theme. So it's like, I don't know. I do feel like there's a contradiction. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like you don't realize your potential, all right? Because I feel like this is you. I feel like you are the Ace of Cups. Like you're the golden cup, and it's your cup overfloweth. But it's like I feel like you don't realize that you are. So there's some sort of possible conditioning or past experience or something like that has kept you from seeing that you are absolutely capable of having like a non-effed up relationship. You actually are. You have learned the spiritual lesson. I feel like you don't realize you have. All right. That's the thing. And I feel like you are underestimating yourself in that way, because it's like with the Queen of Wands here, it's like, I feel like the hardest part of you is to put this like past behind you, put this broken heart behind you, and just see that like there are other opportunities out there. You are still the Queen of Wands. You are still a catch, because the Death card here kind of makes me feel like you guys are in this transition, or you've been in this transition of leaving something that crumbled behind and rebuilding yourself in some way, you know, that kind of deal. And it's like I feel like you're not seeing that you have learned a spiritual lesson, that you are ready for new things, that you are healed. Allow it. Allow yourself to be that, instead of thinking like, oh, I've got to do so much work, because whatever this was heavy. All right. Definitely. There was a lot going on. All right. So, and I feel like your missing key is this. to, like we can still love someone, but we can also see the truth about someone. All right. And sometimes that truth is us needing to leave that behind. All right. Because it's not good for us. All right. Maybe it's good for them. Who knows? That's not our job to decide or think about or spend 10 hours thinking about. Like, why? What's the point of that? It's not going to solve anything. So I really kind of get the sense here that this is more about like realizing like you are mastering the spiritual lesson here, but you need to realize like within yourself that you are this beautiful, loving being. And that it's like you didn't screw up or feel like, what did I do to deserve that crappy relationship? Or what did I do to deserve wasting my years and nothing came from that? It's not anything about that. Everybody has their different lessons in life. Who knows? So I'm not, I can't answer that obviously in a general YouTube reading here, but there's an energy of that, of like not spending time on those things, because those things are keeping you trapped into thinking that you are not capable of having anything else. I wish things could be different. I wish I wouldn't have wasted that time. I wish I wouldn't have done this. I wish I wouldn't, but it's like they are different, and notice that. And give yourself applause for that. Give yourself, a hug for that. It's, you have this team of angels like working on your side here. So I feel like this is more of a pep talk reading than an actual, prediction reading, but maybe that's what's needed right now, because you have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck as well, which is also, kind of falling right in line with this pep talk. It's like needing to turn the wheel in a different direction here. So, I'm not even going to do the what to do outcome thing on this, because it doesn't make sense, because it's more like that is what's going on. But we will look at what you need to do, but not necessarily about this person, because I feel like we've already talked about that is what I'm seeing here. All right. So tell me about Geminis. What do they need to do at this time? Okay. Put the devil behind you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, for sure. So the Devil card, Five of Pentacles, that is the being trapped in the victim mentality state. Also, that's that stuff I was talking about, like why did I waste this time? Why did I do this? Why did I have such a hard relationship? Why did my relationship suck? Or those types of things. And it's more of, instead of wishing things could be different, they're not. What you experienced was real. All right. It broke your heart. No, but it's like, now it's time to detach clearly from that. All right. See the truth about those things. And, possibly also that's when we got to look at the hard truths too, because it's like, you may be, well, not maybe, I can see here, you're an awesome person. All right. But it's the thing is though too, so you may feel like, why did I deserve that? Well, it's not necessarily always about that. It's about possibly you didn't have the self-esteem to attract the right person at that time. So you had to learn like a hella hard effing lesson. All right. And now you realize, and there you go. There's that self-esteem. Now you're going to, and the Queen of Wands, now you're going to attract the right situations. Okay. So I really feel like that's a huge, huge lesson for you guys. Yeah. Look at things from a different perspective. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I feel like that is the message. And I feel like you have better things coming in your future than you realize, but needing to realize that. All right. And that it is possible is huge. All right. Okay. So that was Gemini. So we are going to go to Cancers. That reading can be for male or female, by the way. I didn't feel any, I think I geared it towards females, but it could be either or. Okay, so let's go to Cancers. Okay, Cancer, let's see what's going on for Cancers, please. Cancers, all right. So Cancers, this is about you and the one that is on your mind. If you don't really have anyone on your mind, then it could just be one gigantic message. All right. So, and when I talk about them, there may be messages in there for you from Spirit, that sort of thing. Okay. So tell me about Cancers, please. What is going on with Cancers? Cancers. a lot of thinking about ending something with someone. Yeah, because I saw Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, like ending like something major, long term, things like that, but not really. Someone's feeling like somebody's really not fighting for it though, and it's like they want the truth. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like some of you want like a male energy to either fight for the marriage, or like if you are married, or maybe there's something else going on and you're hoping that this male steps up and fights for like, God, let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. So that would be more if it was like a complicated third party, but they don't seem to be giving you the response that you like. I'm seeing that going on, but let's see, what else do we have for Cancers? Okay. If that is the case, that last thing that I just said, then I would say then check the history of your person. All right, whomever this is that you want to fight for the relationship, then it's like, are they someone who will detach from something emotionally and walk away from it to go towards their dreams? Check their prior history is what I would say. All right, so tell me about Cancers, please. What's going on with Cancers? Okay. Okay, I do see communication. Most likely. All right. Well, it depends. I don't know. We'll see. But for most of you, I feel like there will be communication. Especially if it's a Gemini. It might be a minute, but it's like, or even if you're in communication with a Gemini, like you might be a little confused up in the air with them, but I do feel like they will come through with like a little bit more clarity in the long run. Okay, they might just be like busy, things like that. Oh, I forgot the oracle cards. Let me get those. We have air sign male, we have earth sign male, we have Leo and Taurus on the board, if any of that means anything to anyone. Okay, so tell me about Cancers, please. Okay, and their person. Okay. So we have at the bottom of the deck, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay. So that could be either one of you or both of you or something along those lines. Okay, so you have this friendship is leading to more, and then I will wait for a sign from you. All right, so one side of this reading, and I'm going to read that side right now as you, all right, is the friendship is leading to more, and from this other side we have I will wait for a sign from you. So I can't tell who is who because we have a lot of male energy here. We have female energy here. So whichever side you identify with the most. Okay. So let's see. Let's get started. So I feel like somebody really wants to like push through something pretty quick here with the Knight of Swords. It's like when they see what they want to go for it, and it's like they're just going to take action towards it. So, if that doesn't sound like your person, then it's probably you. Okay, but right now it's like with the Knight of Swords showing up in the personality sector of this reading, I feel like someone is typically impulsive. All right, they see what they want, they go with it, they go after what they want. I also feel like and again, I'm reading the side as you, but you might be the other side or what have you. Or maybe you have two people, and so you're getting insight into both. I don't know, whatever your situation is. But I do feel like on this side, whomever this more impulsive person is right now, doesn't mean they're always impulsive, but their personality right now is impulsive. It's like they really want to have some fun. The Three of Cups is about wanting to go out, wanting to, maybe lead to more. The friendship is leading to more. Go out, have drinks, have fun, go dancing. Whatever that means to you as far as whatever fun types of things are. Now the blocks, all right, are the King of Pentacles. So for some of you, and I was getting something about like a marriage or something like that, right? And then like a friend or something on the side. So I did kind of get a vibe like that when I was shuffling. So, and it's like, because the King of Pentacles is showing up in blockages. So King of Pentacles is typically like a husband type, or it could just be an earth sign male. All right. Maybe they're all stuffy, and you are more impulsive and just want to have fun. But for some of you, I'm just going to give you one storyline I see here clearly so that we can drop that and I don't have to keep going back and forth. But one storyline I do see here clearly. I don't know if it's going to hit with everyone, but there's like someone who's married. They're married to a King of Pentacles who is secure, that sort of thing, grounded, whatever, but it's like, but impulsively they want to have more fun in their life. And I feel like there is communication with someone possibly who is a friend, but it's like it could be more, but the friend, which is possibly this King of Swords or Leo or Taurus or air sign male, is like waiting for a sign though, because it's like you're married. They don't know if they should be crossing that line, so they are resisting because of the King of Pentacles. And it's like, but their wants and needs are you. They look at you as the Empress, and like a nice comforting snack. All right. I don't know. Does that sound sexy? I'm not sure. And it's like, but their personality is more like almost like a law enforcement officer might be, right? Where they stand by those morals and that sort of thing. So it's like they're not doing anything. They're going to resist until they get a sign from you, and then it might be game on. All right. So I see that. Okay. For others of you, it's I just kind of get the sense that there's communication going on with something. I feel like you are more impulsive. They are looking for more of, your person isn't. Like, they may not really, I don't want to say they don't understand how love works, but they just might be that type of guy that's a little clueless. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't pick up on the hints. They don't, I will wait for a sign, and it's like, but they don't, even if you give them a sign, like they don't figure it out, is what I see. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who's more in their head. They're more cerebral, maybe even a little bit introverted or loner-ish or something like that. Is what I'm getting. They do view you as all that. All right. They do think of you a lot. I feel like they want to communicate with you. They want to give you clarity, but will they? All right. So let's check both scenarios. Those are the ones that I have on the table, and let's see if there's anything like coming from any of this. Okay. All right. So let's take the first scenario. And, it doesn't have to be 100% accurate with this, but that's like the vibe I was seeing is that, and maybe you're dating like an earth sign or something like that, but you're more impulsive and you want to go out and have fun. Maybe they just want to sit home and watch Netflix, something like that. But you may be meeting someone that turns to something else. All right. And that may be this like air sign or doesn't have to be an air sign, but I am getting pretty strong that it is. Okay. All right, so for the scenario, though, of the one that's, like that or married and there's this other person that's waiting for a sign, what do they need to do? What the Cancers that are in this position? It's like impulsively wanting to go out with this person, be around them. They want the friendship to lead to more. What should they do? Okay, Queen of Wands, be the attractor. Don't chase. Yeah, don't chase. They're going to come to you. That's what I see. But you do, because it does say like they're waiting for a sign from you. Well, the sign would be the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands doesn't chase and give like a blatant, obvious sign or anything like that. But the Queen of Wands definitely will flirt, definitely use her feminine wiles, whatever those may be. She is very confident in her self. She kind of dresses, she's not a fuddy-duddy, stuff like that. So I feel like if you're around this person, you're interested, it's like, well, then be the Queen of Wands. Be very action-oriented. Show the fun side of yourself. Show the interested side of yourself. I mean, I'm not trying to, talk you into cheating on your husband here, but I'm just saying that's what the cards are saying. That's up to you. No judgments. I didn't mean like that either, but it's kind of odd, advice, but it is saying to be the attractor. All right. So not the chasey, put it, if you want to make it known, but not in a too chasing kind of way. All right. And I feel like as soon as there's even like the hint of something, all right, this person's going to come taking that leap of faith towards you. All right. If it's the other thing where, which I forgot. What was the other scenario? I don't even remember. Oh, where you may have two people. So you might have like an earth sign, but they're just kind of boring. All right. And like you're more impulsive, and there may be somebody new coming in with this King of Swords. What does Cancer need to do with that situation? What does Cancer need to do? Okay, Justice. Okay. Maybe a Libra. Yeah, because I do see air sign here. Very strong. All right. Let's see. All right. So keep things balanced. All right. Or if it's a Libra, go for it, you know, kind of thing. Tell me more about what they need to do if this is more of a dating thing. Okay. King of Cups. Yeah, go for it. Make decisions. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that one's super clear. If you're a male energy, I feel like there's a karma that needs to be like kind of put behind you, like balanced. All right. And instead of constantly weighing it out and like dragging things on. All right. So that's really clear, because that's just going to lead to more disappointment and, you know, all of those things. So it's like there's something that needs to be balanced karmically before you can move on. I feel like that could be a while, though. It doesn't look like there's any, like you're not taking any swift actions there. All right. Tell me about females, please. Okay. Somebody's interested in you that you don't see. Yeah, look, I just glanced at the deck. Look at that. Ace of Cups would be the next card off the top of the deck, right? Two of Cups at the bottom. And see, there's somebody here that you're not seeing that is interested in you, is what I sense. All right. So it's like kind of notice people a little bit more is what I'd say, because someone's very interested in giving to a situation with you or taking you out. Or if there's a friend, okay, that's like treating you to something all the time, or like always buying you things, or, you know, something like they're interested in you. All right. I feel like that it's like take the blindfold off, you know, this person's interested. I don't know if that means they're good for you or not, but they're interested. Okay, and what's the outcome with that energy? The sun. Wow. So it could be a Leo, all right, or it's just saying this person could make you really happy, but you may not be seeing them in the way that, you know, they would like. So this person held back before, but now it's like they're coming forward more. So I do feel like there could be some happiness here with this person. All right, that's what I'm seeing. All right. Okay, so that was Cancer. So we're on to Leo. All right, Leos. Okay, Leo, let's see what is going on for you. Oh, I got to get the Oracle cards first. Let's do that. Okay, tell me about Leo, please. Leo. What's going on with Leo? The person that is on their mind, Leos, and the person that is on their mind. Leos and that person. Woo! Well, that's tough. Ooh, this one's going to be a little difficult. All right. You two are on different pages. And then this one's going to be tricky. I am not available. And then somebody thinks they're a soulmate. All right. So let's see. Well, let's see what up with that. Okay. Ooh-wee. What up with that? All right. Now, Leo. It's going to be one of those reads, isn't it? One of those. Okay, tell me what's going on with Leo, please. What is up with Leo? Well, okay. So you're saying you're not available, but interesting. Okay. Your card right in the middle. So it's time to, yeah, definitely be strong. So we have Gemini here. We have Leo. Water, earth, fire, all kinds of nights going on. What's going on here? I feel like there's possibly someone that you may be viewing as a soulmate that does have a strong connection with you, but they are resisting at this time. So I do feel like they are almost apologizing in a way. Maybe that's you. It could be you also. I'm not sure who's who here, but it's like they're all like almost like, oh, I'm sorry I gave you that impression, or something like that is what I'm getting. And I feel like this is good. Like it's fine. I'm getting like a friend vibe here is what I'm getting. So it's like, for instance, like if you were interested in someone, right? You're like kind of interested in this person, possibly a work connection as well. It's like, but you find out like they're not available. They may be, thinking, oh my God, I'm so sorry I gave you that impression, or something like that. I feel like you're cool with like, you just sort of like, oh, okay, good. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like this is like that big a deal to you is what I'm getting. So like you may have been interested in someone, or vice versa. Maybe they were interested in you. I do feel it's a soulmate in the sense of like in some way, but soulmates don't have to be romantic love partners. All right. So it's like there may be something though that you do have in common. I do sense that, but it's more like about energy and gusto and things like that. I don't really feel this is like a romantic thing. And that's why, it's like you and this person do not share the same vision. So it's not that I think that's in regards to love, like romantic love. All right. So, or maybe like you like somebody and you're like, well, I'm cool with that. Maybe you're okay with being in a third party or something like that. Maybe, and they're saying, well, I'm not, I'm not going to do that, or vice versa. Somebody could be chasing you, you're married, and they're like, well, I'm okay with it. And you're like, no, well, I'm not. I kind of just feel like there's this difference of looking at romantic love and what that means to each other. So I feel like there's this sort of, but it's like an acceptance. That's the thing. Like, I don't see this as being a problem. Honestly, it's probably just showing you like this, like if you do have like a crush on someone at work or something like that, well, they may not be available. They might be in a relationship already. All right. And it's like, but again, I feel like you're fine with that because you're looking towards the future and making different types of plans. I don't think this is going to like crush your soul or anything like that. I feel like you're fine. So maybe this is just a predictive read to tell you that like that one that you have the crush on or whatever, and then they're not available. Time to look elsewhere, or something like that is what I'm getting. But again, I don't see you like taking that too harshly. I feel like you're like, oh well, all right, well, I thought they were cute, but if they're not available, I'm okay. I'm moving on, kind of thing. Okay, so what does Leo need to know? What else does Leo need to know? I would also say, too, that if someone never makes themselves available to you, they always choose something else over you, then I feel like then this could be saying, like, your soulmate should love, accept, and respect you unconditionally. If they're not doing that and they're always giving you the impression that they're not available, then that's saying, hey, see this. Why? Your soulmate should love you, yes, accept you, respect you, those things say on the card, unconditionally. I don't know about unconditionally. I kind of disagree with that, quite frankly, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I think respect isn't necessarily unconditional. It's something, respect is earned, what have you. But in a sense, yeah. But anyway, it's like, I feel like this is a message saying, like, if you feel like you can't be yourself, or you feel like you are constantly fearful of your person running off at this or running off at that, or they're never available for you, well, then this could be saying too, like, your soulmate should be this. So if you're calling this person a soulmate, maybe they're not. Does your soulmate check those boxes? off, you know, tick, 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 you know, all of them. If not, then this person's not really, like, they always make a choice of something else instead of you. But then they come in and say, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, and I don't know. I feel like this is like more of maybe you guys aren't on the same page then. You know, you want something else. You want a soulmate that loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. This person sends out the message, they're not available. You know, I mean, they might not be saying that verbally, but that's what their actions are showing you. So if their actions are, I'm not available to you, you know, then that's not fitting your description of a soulmate. You might be looking on or need to look elsewhere, because I feel like this person isn't giving you like what you need, all right, in that way. They might be entertaining. There's a lot of knights here. Knights are interesting. They definitely hold our interest, but you know, I don't see any kings here. I don't see any queens here, where this something is maturing. So what does Leo need to do ultimately, or suggested to do, not need to do? The Page of Wands. Inspect messages clearly. Oh, look at that, though. You're going to be happy. All right. For some of you who are, like, interested, I don't know. I feel like you will be happy, like, with some kind of communication. But again, yeah, like, is this person going to be... You may have two options here. Is this person going to be a King of Pentacles for you, or are they going to fill the bill of like romantic love for you? So I do feel like there's communication back and forth, but there's a lot of action-oriented cards here. But what I don't see is like confidence that anyone that you may be involved with, because there may be more than one person, that I don't see you having the confidence that either of these really fit your bill of what a soulmate is, but you may not be really paying attention to that. So I feel like the biggest message here from Source is to like open the eyes, you know, the metaphoric eyes, right? Don't blind ourselves to what we really know to be true. So, because neither one of these, if you have options, might not be the one, or there's something here about just occupying your time to just be happy. With someone who you know may not really be a soulmate. All right, so it might be distraction energy is what I'm seeing. Like ultimately, you know, like you guys are both on different pages. Okay. Yeah, the Hermit really wants you to pay attention to this. All right, some of you do need to move forward with someone. Like if that makes sense for you, to reach out and send a message and all those sort of things, you know, and you know it will be a happy result, then the Hermit is highlighting, do that. All right. Those of you who... again, just are, you know, what should the Leos do that aren't really seeing that somebody really isn't available for them? What should they do? So anything new, because you got a lot of positive cards. So let me just put it this way. If you are single and that sort of thing, I do feel like there's going to be various choices out there, all right? One of them's going to stand out. One of them, it could be a soulmate. One of them is clearly on different pages and it's not going to be for you, or they're not available, all right? So whichever one, like you don't kid yourself, you know, whichever one you kind of sense is the one that is available, all right? Then I feel like that is the one to communicate with. That is going to be, you know, where your strength is in possibly meeting like a really good match, better than you think. Okay. Whereas the other one, like you already know kind of deep down that they're not available and that you're going to be on different pages and it's not going to work, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. Tell me about Leos who, ooh, yeah, there's a conflict there. All right. Okay. Spying on the past is not doing you any favors here, I feel. All right. Yeah, spying on things is going to make you more confused. Okay, that's what I see, and could possibly lead to an ending that you didn't mean to happen. So I would be careful. I think you guys had like a little while ago. I remember because I remember you guys were commenting on it. It was something about like don't get angry because like the worst thing could happen, or the worst, the bad things will come out of that. I don't remember what it was. It was like a few readings ago, a couple readings ago. That's the vibe I'm getting here. It's like, I don't know, this sort of like accusatory or drama or spying or something like that. What you don't see is then I feel like that would be detrimental for a situation. Like that is going to not be in your highest best interest. It could also lead to endings is what I'm seeing. Like, so if you are with someone, but there's like this spying or like, accusatory energy. Now, if it's legit, hey, that's up to you, walk, if you want to, but it's like, I almost get like, it's just like kind of like poking around for information and then like letting your imagination run away with you kind of scenario. And it's like you're not really clearly seeing things, and it's like I feel like that's not you're not displaying yourself in your highest best interest, and that could actually then like that which you fear will come upon you. Even though it wasn't an issue, now it's going to be an issue. So in other words, it would be like an example of like when you think your boyfriend's cheating or something like that, and so you break into their phone and you look at their messages or something like that. Well, that's not being in our highest, right? And it's like maybe you did all that and you find out he didn't, or he's not cheating, or he was just being elusive for another reason or something like that. Well, then now like you're carrying that with you, that sort of guilt or whatever, and then oh my god, if he finds out, like that could be the end of the relationship. So so you've ended the relationship from your fear rather than like he wasn't cheating, everything would have been fine maybe, but you can possibly let the best get away from you or something like that. And that's what I'm sensing, something along those lines. It's like really imperative to stay in your highest energy at this time, even if you aren't feeling like you have all the answers with a situation. It's like clarity will come soon enough, and I feel like just sort of be in your highest, let things play out. Again, if someone isn't being this way towards you, this like highest vibe, then that's always going to make you feel like trapped and stuck and unworthy, right? And you shouldn't feel unworthy. You should feel like an empress. You should treat yourself, that your person should be treating you as an empress, and you should be treating your person as an emperor or empress, whatever gender you're into. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not in that highest vibe, then there's too many like what do I want to say? Too many cooks in the kitchen in this reading or something like that. And that could be what's causing the confusion or the paranoia or the this or the that. And I feel like it's not doing you any favors is what I see. All right. It's causing you more distress than need be. Okay. So, all right. More. Is there anything else to tell Leos? Yeah, see the devil card. Yeah, it just feels... Some of you, if it's a Capricorn, go towards a Capricorn. All right, even if they're at a distance or something like that, it could be really good. If it's not a Capricorn for you, again, I feel like there's this like more obsessive energy that's not working. All right now, and it's keeping you actually in fear rather than in, again, that higher vibe there. So we want to be in the high vibe. We want to treat people as our empress or as our emperor. All right, and if they're not worthy of that, and like if they don't deserve that, if we can't legitimately, in other words, like not force ourselves to treat them that way, but legitimately just naturally treat them then that way, then it's probably not your person. If you don't feel like treating them like an empress or an emperor, again, whatever gender you're going for, if you don't feel like treating them like that, and you don't feel like they're treating you like that, then something's wrong. It's like no tarot reading in the world is gonna like give you the most amazing ending. It's like something's wrong. It's not in its highest form then, is what I am seeing. All right, so kind of a weird reading, but that's what I got. All right. Don't you love the way I just... kind of a weird reading. That's what I got. Okay, hold on. So I have the Ten of Swords on the floor I gotta pick up. Hang on here 1 second. Bam, Leos. So the Ten of Swords was on the floor from that reading, and that's why I kept saying it could lead to an ending. And then there was another tea leaf card down there on the floor I didn't even realize was down there. So good advice from a wise person. All right. I'll claim that. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's move to, that was Leo. We are on Virgos. All right. Oh, wow, Virgo. So just cut the deck at your card, and we have the Seven of Wands. So that means there's either something that Spirit is saying, hey, fight for this, go for it, or look at it from a different perspective, with the Hangman, or someone is keeping you at arm's length and, taking their sweet time and all that sort of thing. So let's take a look. We'll see what's going on. All right, tell me about Virgo. What is going on for Virgo? Okay. Similar to the Cancer reading, as I recall, if you're male energy and you're watching both, the message is to turn the wheel, get your confidence up, and go forward. All right, in fact, I'm just gonna pull another reading because I can tell it's that. So I don't know if you were watching the Cancer reading as well, because I feel it was Cancer reading. It's the same cards. All right. So if you're male energy, it's like just need to get your confidence up and move forward. All right, go for what you want. Okay, so let's get a different message, please, for Virgo. Virgos, tell me about Virgo. What is going on with Virgo, please? Okay. Oof, all right. Blockages. Oh, so communication doesn't look good. All right, yeah, there's that Seven of Wands, and I had a feeling that was going to come out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have chemistry here. All right, chemistry is not enough to hold something, to all the best ways, though, because I feel like there's some problems here. That's what I see. So there is chemistry. So there is that. And chemistry can definitely keep us rolling along and trying. But, it doesn't necessarily, it says the attraction you feel is mutual. All right, so somebody here has finding out the truth crushed me. And then someone has, I wish I had treated you better. So I don't know what's going on, with those situations, but those are the energies that I have here. So, this is pretty simple, quite frankly, so I don't think I really need to go into it that deeply. What I see here are two people who, these sum them up perfectly. Well, I don't know about the finding out the truth crushed me. I'm not sure if that's going to resonate with everyone. For some of you, it will, because there is something about blockages, about a message. So something about a message could have crushed you, or, something like that. Someone may be thinking they wish they treated you better. But even if it's not about finding out the truth of something, then I kind of get the sense here that there's clearly this energy of wanting to move forward, wanting to, now I don't know if that's you, or I feel it's like, I can't tell, because there's a lot of male energy here. There's also a little female energy here as well. So it's really kind of difficult to tell which side is which. But what I see here clearly is someone who, they're not participating. All right. They are keeping things at arm's length. They are very, they feel left out in the cold with a situation, or they feel like they effed up a situation. I don't know, could be either or, and they feel like this is over. There's closure. They just, I don't know. I feel like they can't face themselves with a situation anymore. All right. And it's like they may have wished they treated you better, but they are like moving on. Yes, there's a lot of chemistry between you two, but I just feel like currently their personality is in the mode of like they're viewing this as over. That doesn't mean it is, but that's the way they're seeing it now. And then I feel like there's this other side here, which I'm reading as you, but it, you know, could be vice versa, like I said, where there's like, I feel like okay, let me just say this. If you're a female energy watching this and there is a male that is like that you're on the outs with right now and they're keeping you at a distance and all those types of things, but there's a lot of chemistry between you two, I would be very careful with this situation because I feel like this person knows that chemistry and knows that it's like, I just feel like they could come back with whatever they want to say and like you'd be like, okay, you know, and that's not you, you know, that's not your normal thing. So I feel like they might come back and, oh, I wish I treated you better, you know. So like they may come back, who knows, at some point. I don't see it like immediately or anything like that, but they may. And I just kind of get the sense like you're so like loving, forgiving. You're just sort of, you know, that way that you might just say okay, you know, and forgive them. But I feel like they'll just keep doing this and railroading the situation. I don't feel like they do it on purpose or they do it to control you or manipulate you or anything like that, which I do see sometimes in certain readings. I don't see that. I just feel like this person has this victim mentality and they just keep like, I don't know, there's chemistry, but they just never get it together. So I would be really careful with this. Maybe you have a child with this person, or maybe you hear that they've moved on and that's the truth that crushes you or something like that. Maybe you were looking on their Facebook or, you know, something like that and you saw something, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like this isn't for you anyway. That's what I'm sensing. Yeah, there could be a lot of spying going on back and forth also. This other energy, there's a lot of woe is me energy here, and like and it may be legit, I don't know, maybe they've had a tough go at life or something like that, but they may wish that they have treated you better, but that suggests to me that they didn't treat you well. And I just feel like you as the Empress energy, you might just keep like taking this or like nurturing this and trying to fix them or something like that. And it's not that they're not worth it or not that, you know, any of those things, but yeah, they just have this victim mentality that's just not going anywhere. All right. Because the Empress is the nurturer, you know, the loving wife, mother vibe, right? But this person, and they may need a lot of that, but that's not, they need more than that. Like, that's not going to rescue them or save them or magically turn this chemistry into, yeah, see, somebody wants to feel that way. Look, feel that way again and look, yep, boom. So it's like this person's going to be back around is what I see, but it's like what's causing them all the time to be in this energy anyway, because you're not in that energy. You know, so why are you attracted to these types, like the brooding type or the victim mentality type or rescuing people in some way, or, you know, and that can be a self-esteem issue sometimes, because sometimes, you know, I just assume that it's like you being in your high vibration and maybe getting taken advantage of because you are very nurturing in this and that. But sometimes it can be low self-esteem also, where it's like we feel like the only type of relationship we can have is with somebody who needs us, you know, or something like that. So I don't know. There's some things to check on here, because I just feel like this isn't like really a good, healthy, positive direction. Yeah, Virgo females specifically, yeah, need to realize like this has just been going on for a very long time, and it's not a healthy direction. All right, this person, and I feel like that's your male energy person here. It doesn't have to be a male, but a male energy person. I feel like they just keep putting one foot in front of the other and like hoping their life changes in some way, but it's like they have such a victim mentality that they just keep getting knocked down. So, and I feel like then they come to you and as like a distraction in a way. I mean, they like you, I'm sure, but it's more about this like chemistry, and the chemistry, like I'm not getting like hot vibes from that, like, oh, there's such hot chemistry between you two, like not that kind. I'm getting the chemistry is like the devil energy, it's like that. It's like the attraction to something that's not healthy. All right, like that type of chemistry is what I'm seeing, because it just feels like this person doesn't see the light. All right, I don't, and I just kind of feel like they won't. All right, I hate to put that out there, because I don't want to take that away I mean, maybe they will someday, but all right, yeah. Yeah, this person's going to be coming back around. Sagittarius, possibly a Leo. Scorpio is here as well, but I think the death card is here for a different reason. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's a back and forth reading. That's what it is. So yes, I feel like if this person is out of your life right now, they'll probably be back again. All right. And they're probably going to say, I wish I had treated you better. But I feel like it's going to be the same old when they do come back. All right. So it's like, be careful not to nurture them or, create foster any type of codependency here, settling, things like that. It's like, if they really want things to be better, then challenge them to make it better. That's what I would say, if, see if that works, and challenge yourself also to make it better, in that sense. But mostly, I feel like this person's got a lot of victim mentality that's going to be very hard to overcome. All right. So let's see. All right. So that's Virgo. So we are on to Libras. All right, Libras. Let's see what's going on for you. Libra. Tell me about Libra, please. What's going on for Libra? Okay. So we do have don't dismiss the red flags, all right, at the bottom of the deck. So wondering if somebody's happy without you. All right. It's a common question I get in tarot personal readings a lot. Like, do they think about me? Are they happy without me? That kind of thing. And then the other side of the coin has, I'm starting to understand our connection. Okay. So, so this tells me this seems like a little bit of, separation between you two, or unrequited situation as far as thus far. So let's see what's going on with this. Tell me about Libra, please. Yeah, somebody could be married. There could be some marriages involved, things like that. Yeah, I do. I think that this is a blockage, though, about wondering if someone is happy without you. I feel like that's a blockage. It's like, find out. Find out if we're that curious. It's a question I get often as a tarot reader, and it's a question also, I'm going to be completely honest with you all, I hate that question, because to me it's like it's like if we're not together with someone, then, I mean, it's a great question if you're asking out of a genuine, and I do mean genuine, and that's where we have to be extremely honest with ourselves, a genuine light positioning, of like, wow, that was an amazing journey with this person. It didn't work out so great, but I really truly, hope that they have learned from something, and that they are growing, and that they are doing better. They are, that sort of thing. If it's coming from that place, great. But generally, it's more coming from the ego of like, wow, well, I wonder if they're happier with, some other person, or, something like that. So it's like, it's not a question I usually like, but it is a common question. Okay. And it's one that we can't help but ask every now and then. I get it, for sure. But instead of wondering if, and this may not be you, this may be your person also, because we have another side over here. So whichever side you relate to the most. But it's like, I do feel like there's this like possible male energy. It doesn't have to be, but this male energy here. And it's more about, wondering, some of you may be wondering, I just feel this third party. And it's a common scenario to wonder, because they are with like someone else. So it's like you wonder, well, are you happy with them, or do you think about me? Things like that. Again, thinking about things isn't really gonna. What if I were to tell you, yes, they are super happy? It's like, that's not going to feel good, right? But what if I tell you, no, they're super miserable? That might make you feel good in a way, but it's not really going to solve anything either. So again, I just feel like it's a question of, instead, being in more of the flow of things, letting emotions flow in and out, allow yourself to be guided in the highest spiritual form with this situation. I do feel like, too, what you guys need right now is more of like a King of Wands, someone who is pursuant. All right, someone who is going to pick you up on Saturday night and take you out. Somebody who's not going to give you a bunch of like problems where you have to wonder all these things, and they're not going to like be mopey and this and that and the other, or have regrets, or not talk about their feelings, or not leave that wife, or not do that. It's like, you guys need a King of Wands. You need somebody who's pursuant, going for it, and, on it. That's what I see. So it's like, instead of wondering about this other person, it's like allow like the angels to put something better together, a better package together for you. And I did no insult to this past person or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure they were a great person at that time, but they're not a great person for you now. So it's like, instead of going down like memory lane or nostalgia lane, or even if it's been recent, it's like, allow yourself to be healed and like get on the comeback here, because I feel like there's someone else that would want to be entering here into the picture. So, but if our energy is more tied to this person or that person, that takes things a little bit longer. I do feel like there was possibly a marriage involved in the situation, or is something along those lines. With the Hermit here too, I don't know, someone needs to be, the other side of this coin is someone who needs to be left alone, all right now. So, or, I mean, they're saying that, and I think they mean it too. Like, they just need to kind of they need time so they can figure out what they need. So, there could be a Virgo. We got Scorpio in this reading, Taurus, and Sagittarius, if any of those mean anything. But it's like they're starting to understand like this connection, or you are. Again, this might be your side or what have you. But the blocks here are the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is either like about maybe somebody's too traditional, or maybe, somebody's more religious than you are, vice versa, something like that. Or it's a marriage, all right, point blank, because it's showing in the blockages. The Hierophant can be the card for marriages. So, and with the Hermit card, I feel like this person, like what they need right now is to look at the wisdom of a situation. They need to really go within and filter out what they want. Are they happy without you? But they need the time to do that. But remember, you do have don't dismiss, and release. Boom. Okay, radical acceptance of a situation. All right, don't dismiss the red flags here, and radical dismissal is going to help, and surrender can help you to let go. That's what I'm sensing with this reading. And because the Page of Swords is here, so I do feel like there's this sort of, like, this person's very curious about you, and that may be why then you get into this mode. and then you start wondering about them because maybe they're thinking about you or spying on you. And so you're picking up their energy, so don't let them, don't be an empath like that. If they're curious about you, they're spying on your Facebook page or your Instagram or whatever, then just, feeling that energy around you, may trigger your own, thoughts about them where you wouldn't even have usually thought about them. Because I feel like you're on your way to healing and you're realizing, yeah, I need a King of Wands. I need somebody single and like wanting to pick me up on Saturday night, that kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. And it's like this person starting to understand things, but don't dismiss the red flags here, and radical, release, that kind of thing is what I'm seeing here. And then I hope that you can forgive me one day, and then apology is here as well. And that makes me feel like somebody kind of strung you along or is trying to string you along or something along those lines. So I feel like the best thing to do is not be curious about someone, because that keeps that bond of energy between you two. Now, we can't tell that to them. They're not watching this, but the more that you can be aware of their energy and not being empathic with it, it's going to serve you better, because I feel like the angels are wanting to put something good, in your path at this time. All right. I feel like whatever you were in, it hasn't been panning out. All right. So, what's my mind? Oh, Libras. Okay. So what do Libras, tell me about Libra females. What do they need to do next? What is it suggested they do next? Okay, Seven of Swords. Okay. All right, patterns. Okay. Yeah, start taking more chances on new things. I feel like, going out on a date, things like that could lead to marriage. I'm seeing that Ten of Pentacles sticking out there as well. And I think, is that, Ace of Cups I'm seeing sticking out as well. I pay attention to the cards that stick out when I'm looking at the deck. There's a lot here about like some new, fun, adventurous things ahead for you. But it's going to take, like I said, putting that behind you. That Seven of Swords, spying on somebody else, tiptoeing around this tricky situation. Again, somebody could be married, something like that, and starting to, look, because I'm telling you, you guys have a match out there, all right, an energetic match out there, but it's going to take moving away from some sort of like tiptoeing around something or some kind of pattern that you just kind of wake up to, like, wow, I could have new things going on. And I feel like this is predictive energy. I do, and rather than advice energy, which is funny. It's usually the other way around. When I try to get a predictive reading, I get advice. And then when I try to get the advice, I get predictions. How about that? Thank you. But I feel like this is more of a prediction that it's like, if you can put this behind you, whatever this mess is, pardon my, I don't mean to make light of your situation or make it sound messy, whatever it is, okay, but as you can put that behind you, I feel like, busting this door wide open, it's like there's new things out there, new passion. And I mean, there's a King of Wands. It's a match to your Queen of Wands out there. All right, that's all I'm saying. But it does require taking a leap of faith, being a little more adventurous, flirting. This is like flirting, going out on dates, and or answering that maybe somebody's been interested in you for a while, and you've just been hoping this other situation pans out. Well, I don't see that panning out, especially if there's a marriage involved. All right, and sorry, I'm gonna make it cut and dry on that, but okay. So that was Libra. So we are on to Scorpio. All right. Okay, Scorpio. Really, Scorpio? Of course you'd have like 20 cards fall out. Okay. Ooh, all right. True love. All right, Scorpio. Tell me about Scorpio, please. What's going on for Scorpio? Okay. Okay, some distance will help bring clarity. So Scorpio, you have, I hide behind material things. What? Scorpio? Okay. I hide behind spiritual things. Oh, no, I'm sorry, spiritual things, material, Freudian slip. That's me. I hide behind spiritual things. Oh, no, I can't go out with you. I'm too spiritual. Okay, anyway. I am becoming a better person is on the other side. All right, so let's see what's going on with Scorpio. So I hide behind material things. So that could just mean like right now you're just like focused on your work, your career, your, spending 20 hours researching the, guitar that you want to buy or, something like that, a la Scorpio style, right? Instead of like actually opening up to things or, something like that, you could just be hiding behind like convincing yourself, oh, I don't need a, boyfriend or girlfriend right now. I need a new car, or something like that, and hiding behind those types of things instead of like really opening up. You have somebody over here on the other side that says they are becoming a better person. All right, so let's see. What do we have going on for Scorpio? Yeah, turning the wheel. All right. Okay. So I do see messages soon. All right. I do see something that will break through soon, but we do have this, some distance will help bring clarity. There actually might be a trip for you, and maybe that makes sense. That maybe that's what will bring the clarity, because I do see there could be some possible short trips or travel. So, some distance could bring clarity. So if like your person's leaving or they're taking a trip or something like that, it might be a good thing. It's going to bring some clarity, because then we have this here at the bottom of the deck as well, right underneath that, time apart, and then it says I love you unconditionally. So maybe giving this space, this time apart, is what is needed for this person to come to this conclusion that they love you unconditionally, or vice versa for you. All right, maybe you need that, and then you'll realize that. So I do see a possible like quick travel trip, something like that could actually end up being very beneficial. I'm not sure if it's like for you both together. I feel like it could be a set, like they're traveling or you're traveling or something like that, but it's like, but what is gleaned from that could be very beneficial in the long run. Okay, so let's see. Because, yeah, Scorpio, and that makes sense, because it's like what you really need is, or would like, is to be on the same page with this person, work things out in some way. So I don't know if it's necessary that you want them back. If you want, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But it's like, it's important for you to feel like you guys are on the same page with things or what have you. So I do see that. Your blocks may be that you can't seem to look at things from different perspectives. Now, that does not sound like a Scorpio. So you might relate to the other side. It depends, because typically Scorpios are notorious for being able to see many different sides of a story. Not all, though. Actually, I've had a few Scorpio clients, and it's like it's not a guarantee that all Scorpios are like that. So it just take that into possibility that one of the things that could be hindering you at this time is not seeing all the different sides of a story or a possibility or what this other person could be going through or thinking. All right. Right now, I feel like many of you are working on your material side of things. I do feel that, because it's like you're tired of feeling kind of like a victim in life, and I feel like you are working to turn the wheel. So you are starting to recognize abandonment issues in your life or victim mentality, pinpointing areas of that in your life right now, and it's like you are leaving that behind. You're not willing to entertain that anymore. For those of you who are doing that work, keep going. All right, because Hermit is shining the light on all of this. All right, the way I am looking at this on the board. So I feel like that is like your key right now. All right, so any types of victim mentality triggers or abandonment triggers that you can pinpoint within yourself, those really keep working on those and keep turning that wheel spin it into a positive. Use the alchemy of Scorpio transformation and things like that to spin it into something else. All right, because it's going to help you look at things from different perspectives and see more of being able to understand your person a little bit better too. Because right now I feel like you may be dealing with another Scorpio, because they might be keeping things under wraps. I feel like this side over here is a lot more Scorpio. So you may relate to this side more, Or again, you may be dealing with another Scorpio, because I feel like this person, whomever this is, they are definitely working on themselves and all of that, but they are keeping, they're not talking about anything. Like they're not talking, they're not expressing themselves, anything like that. They're keeping things under wraps. I feel like with the Five of Cups here, which is a Scorpio card, that's showing in the obstacles or the blockages, and the Five of Cups can oftentimes mean, so you guys kind of have similar things in a way, but just in different areas. But the Five of Cups blockage showing up here is feeling like you missed the boat on something, or you regret something, or possible third party with a spilled 3 cups. But not being able to turn around and see the love in situations. So I feel like with this, I am becoming a better person, that's a bit of a blockage for this person right now. It's like they want to be a better person, but they're having this hard time getting over things that have happened in the past. So it's very difficult for them to actually believe that there is connection, there is love, there really is. The Two of Cups really does exist, the Ten of Cups really does exist. It's like they have a hard time believing that, I feel. And with the Ace of Swords here, it's like they definitely need more clarity, truth, things like that. So it's like they're not just going to settle for, it almost could be like a Libra Scorpio relationship too, because it's like I almost feel like this side is more Libra-esque, where it's like they're looking for balance, they're looking to make sure that everybody's friends, that sort of thing. And whereas the Scorpio energy here is almost, I'm feeling that more Scorpio is like F all that, I just need truth, I need clarity. I need to know, kind of thing. I need to know. If you think you're gonna leave, then you better say so. Yeah, I feel like you are becoming a better person. I mean, if this is your side, or this other person is, if it's them, but they need more. They need to speak up more. They hold things, too much, too secretive. And if this is your person, I feel like they're too secretive. They may not feel like they always get the truth from you either, but it's because they don't know the truth within themselves, is what I see. So I do feel like time apart is a good idea. It's going to bring some clarity. And let's see. All right, so if you are a Scorpio female, what is your advice from Spirit as for what you should be doing then with this situation at this time? Okay, Ten of Wands, seeing an ending, or not an ending necessarily, like you have to break up with this person, or I mean, it depends on your situation, but it's like seeing the forest through the trees, or whatever that saying is. Needing to look up, all right, because it's like this is just going through life day to day to day to day, one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, and not really dropping some of these passions, ideas, or obstacles, burdens, what have you, and being able to see where are you going. Honestly, I don't feel like these two are working together right now. I feel like this is you and somebody maybe, but it's this feels like it's not somebody that's super present in your life right now. So I feel like it could be all one big message for you. Also, if you don't have someone necessarily that's saying you may hide behind material things, but it's about becoming a better person. It's about getting more self-truth awareness, things like that. It's not about holding everything in as a big secret. It is about turning the wheel from this victim mentality mindset of previous abandonment issues. Some of you may be adopted. I'm getting. I almost feel like it's a church and there's a baby, and that it's not in the picture, but I almost feel some of you could have been kind of like the left on a doorstep scenario or something like that for children. They used to leave them at churches or something like that. I'm almost getting something along those lines, and that could have caused some deeper things. And it's needing to see something from a different perspective rather than hiding behind material things is what I'm seeing. So it's for female Scorpios, I feel like there's a need to look up from all of this and see clearly, where are you going? What do you, if you're in a relationship that's been dragging on for 10 months, 10 years or whatever, 20 20 years, whatever the deal is. It's like, it's time to like look up and see like what's the goal here. Because when relationships, or when we as individuals have goals, it doesn't mean we have to stick to it to the T, but it's like it gives us something to aim for, to strive for, to not collect so many, well, maybe this will work, maybe this will work, maybe this will work, maybe this will work sticks along the way, and just, eye on the prize kind of thing. So I feel like that is needed more in a scenario. Also, give this person the time they need so they can work through those things. I think you'll be happy with the results. All right. So it is saying that too, about, remember, the time apart, some distance will help bring clarity. I feel like it will. All right. It will do that. Okay. What about male energy Scorpios? What do they need to do? Okay. Well, resist married women. Okay. Scorpio. All right. The Strength card. Bring out more of the feminine, like, intuition. Like, she's closing the mouth of the beast, basically. So it's like, instead of roaring, and instead of that as being your display of strength, at times it's like, use the more feminine aspect, because we all have male and feminine, energy, right? The more like the energy of less is more, and knowing when to roar and when to be pure, and this is a more of a needing to be pure. All right, needing to be pure. And close the beast. The beast wants to roar. The beast wants to be a beast, but don't be a beast. It's like, be pure. All right. Yeah. And then that attracts like new cycles and, that sort of thing, and attracts your Queen of Wands, whomever that may be, or King of Wands, whichever one you're interested in. And that attracts the new cycles. All right. Okay. So that was a Scorpio. Okay, Sagittarius, so let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. All right, tell me about Sagittarius and their person, please. Okay. If you don't have a person, then this might just be one gigantic message, all right? So even though I'm reading it as you versus them, that sort of thing, maybe there's something you can glean from both. All right, wow. So at the bottom of the deck, you were the best thing in my life, showing up at or you are. All right. let's leave that open. Okay. So what do we have? Ooh, okay. So you have support. So lean on your inner circle during this time, and then new love showing up. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. All right. And we do have the best thing in my life. All right. So you're the best friend that I've ever had. Oh, wow. So I was just prompted to use this deck. That's weird. All right. I was going to use my Rider-Waite, but let's go with this. Okay. All right, so what do we have? And wow, and I cut the deck at your card. All right, Sagittarius, with the Four of Wands. This is looking really good. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Who dat? Who's outside my house? Strange. Okay. Sorry. Distractions. Okay. Oh, maybe it's the new love. All right. Okay. Hi, person outside my house. All right. What do we got going on for Sagittarius, please? Tell me about Sagittarius. Okay. Blockages. All right. Okay. And person. Your person. Blockages. And, ooh, 2 of them. Okay. All right, so we do have the Hermit underneath the deck. This could be indication that there is a Virgo at play, or it's just like, listen to your inner wisdom with this situation. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I feel like someone's about ready to come towards you. That's what I'm sensing here, because of like the Two of Wands going towards the Queen of Pentacles here. It could be a fire sign, obviously, with Two of Wands here. It doesn't have to be, but they're showing motivation. They're about ready to make a choice to come towards you, is what I am seeing here. All right, so this could be someone that's already around you, or it could be new, because oftentimes, like, the universe, right, might be setting someone up that's just about ready to start looking, or ready to fall in love or meet somebody new or something like that. So we can look at it that way as well. All right, so let's see what's going on here. I don't really get with the lean on your inner circle during this time, how that comes into play. I think that's just a message in general. All right. So it's like, if you have friends, you know, or family, or your angels or guides or what have you, and if you're going through anything that's rough right now, I don't really see that showing in the cards, but it's not a huge spread. So, you know, but if you have anything going on, just lean on your inner circle during this time. All right. So, because it's like, you have the Queen of Cups. I feel like you're ready. You're ready for recommitment to love, or new love, or whatever it may be, is what I am seeing here with the Queen of Cups. It's like you're standing, you're not sitting in the throne moping. Like, that's probably why I was prompted to use this deck, because in the Rider-Waite, which is the one I've been using all through this reading, the Queen of Cups is sort of mopey, looking downwards, you know, that in her head, in her emotions, you know, that sort of thing. This Queen of Cups is not. She's standing up, getting out of her throne, you know, here's my cup, I'm ready, you know, that sort of thing. So I do feel like you are kind of a combination of the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands at this time, but you also have the Queen of Pentacles here. So what's interesting is what your obstacle is a sword, because the only queen that's not pictured here, because I say the Queen of Wands because she holds a wand here, even though it's the Queen of Cups, but it reminds me of Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, right? So the one missing then is the fire element. So the fire element is that passion, that new start, that spark, that sort of thing. And what's showing in your blockages is air energy, which is the one that's missing. So, and it's the Prince of Swords here. So I just feel like what's missing basically is like who to go toward, or how to, you know, how to impulsively get out there, or what have you. So we're going to look at that a little bit more in a moment, as far as like who is on the other side of this, or who's coming towards you, or what have you. So we have both male and female here. So this would be either or, all right, as far as I can tell. I will say if it is male energy, this person is just about ready to like make a choice, come forward, that sort of thing. We'll check for communication momentarily. If it is a female energy, then I feel like this person, they're sending out the beacon too. You know, it's like they're ready for new things, and it's like that's definitely someone who is ready and mature with love and emotions and things like that. The blockages, again, are swords energy, and also the Five of Wands, which is confusion. So there may be something where someone is needing to get a separation or a divorce, or stop the drama in their head so that they can communicate, they can move forward. All right, that's what I would see. So now I am going to get the Rider-Waite deck, and we're going to see like a little bit more clarification on this reading. Okay, so tell me more about these blockages, please. There's a blockage for Sagittarius females at this time. Okay, Eight of Cups. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah, all right. Anything that you've been like dragging on with, holding on to, anything that's kept you, and that there you go. That's where the lean on your inner circle during this time is coming in, because I feel like you need to get out there. You need to get like a little bit more impulsive, in a good way, in a healthy way. All right, that doesn't mean impulsive like, you know, go pick up somebody at a bar. Impulsive, I don't know, maybe, but you know, that kind of thing. It's like, but definitely getting more proactive about, you know, if you're watching tarot love reading, there must be some interest in love. All right, I always crack up when I see that in the comments on, not necessarily on my videos, but I'll see it on other people's videos, you know, where they're doing a very obvious love reading, and then people will put in the comments, I'm not interested in love. You know, it's like, so why are you watching a reading that says, is your person coming back? You know, so, I don't know, kind of weird. So I feel like this is like getting real with yourself about things, you know, definitely letting go of emotional difficulties that you've been trying to put behind you. It's like recognizing that this is behind you. It's time. It's time. It's time. Put this behind you. Whatever like has been a long dragged out cycle of just sort of, this is, you know, not really asking for help, not asking for support, shouldering everything on your own, trying to emotionally conquer everything on your own, getting worn out in the process. It's like, well, you know, look for, you know, get proactive about what it takes to get back out there. Maybe watch some videos to ramp up your you know, like self-help game or something like that, or like getting back out there if you're single. You know, I'm sure there's a slew of them on YouTube, you know, that could be helpful. Because I feel like you're getting pretty grounded as far as like, or starting to, you could have had some financial issues here with the Five of Pentacles, but it seems like you're starting to get more grounded and interested in long term is what I see. Okay, so tell me about this like male energy. What are their blockages? King of Pentacles. Oh, well, again, they may need to like, see, they're a match for you though. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So, I mean, if they're married, that's the blockage. All right, because the King of Pentacles sometimes can be a husband card, so that would be their obstacle. If they're not married, this male energy, I feel like their blockage is like drama, possibly with an air sign, or drama with like just confused, like whether they should separate from someone or not, and go after their empress or emperor, whatever, you know, whatever energy, you know, you're into there. But okay, tell me about this male energy, please. Yeah, Nine of Cups. I feel like, yeah, I feel like this is someone who wants to be like in a long-term relationship as well, and it's like they're hoping for this. It's like, I'm just not sure if they understand the action that it takes to go for this. That's what I would say. So it could be like a minute before this person comes in, but I do see like that there is someone that is ready to move towards you. They're looking for long-term commitment. They are a match stability wise, loyal wise, those types of things with the King and Queen of Pentacles here to you, your Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and if you are a female Sagittarius, what is it that female Sagittarians need to do at this time? Okay, Queen of Wands. I've seen that come out so many times for the females here. And Queen of Swords. Right, start looking. Definitely let go of hidden resentments of past people or anything like that. Don't go for people who are controlling, manipulating, anything like that. Anyone that makes you feel like you can't come out of your shell, or you can't really be you, or that you're scared you're going to lose them. Things like that. Like, those are not going to work for you. So as far as what to do, be the Queen of Wands, be the Queen of Swords. That's exactly what we talked about. And look, oh wow, all the queens came out. So it's like, you're there, you're almost there. So what I feel like what you need to do, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Cups. So you have emotional intelligence with your emotions right now, and you have like this sense of groundedness that you are building for yourself, or have already built, depending. So now what needs to be done is to be the Queen of Wands. She is the attractor. All right, she's not a chaser. She doesn't chase after anyone. She attracts by her uniqueness. So find your best unique quality and let it work for you. You know, that's we all have something. You know, I mean, some of us, you know, have this, some of us have that, whatever. Some people are just blessed coming out looking like a supermodel, so they got that, right? Others of us, you know, we all have something. So find out what that something is, and bring it out to its fullest potential to attract, okay? Not in a chasey way, though, or a false way, or anything like that. Just be yourself, basically, and make sure you are, like I said, just attracting. And also communicate clearly. So in other words, if you decide to sign up for dating sites or apps or something like that, don't just put like, oh, I'm looking to have fun, or I'm just looking for something casual or something, when that's not what you're looking for. You know, but you're afraid that nobody's going to answer your ad because, you know, they're not going to answer it if you're honest. Well, be honest. All right, trust me. Honesty on singles ads, you will have them coming out of the woodwork, and I'm talking like brutal honesty. And I know that from experience from years ago, but, you know, still, I'm sure it's still the same thing today. So that's what's needed to be done there. What if you are a male energy? What is it that you need to do? Okay, the Star card and Four of Wands. Wow. Like, instead of sitting in your head, like moping aloud and those types of things and envisioning, like, oh, someday this will happen, someday that'll happen, and stuff like that, and instead just ending up disappointed, brokenhearted, or what have you, or if you're in a marriage that's not good, or a third party that's not good, or something like that, I feel like it's about ending that and reinventing your vigor for actual, like, love, passion, that, yes, you could live with this person. You don't, maybe it's marriage, maybe it's just living together, whatever, but it's like you can have your dream with this person, but it's going to take not just like laying there every night, heartbroken, lonely, this, that, and the other. It's like communication needs to happen here. So I would say, okay, for those who are reconnecting with someone, what is the most likely outcome? So those of you that are hoping this is a comeback around, what is the most likely outcome? Okay, strength, be patient. This person will come back around. I do feel like they will come back around, all right, after a period of time, possibly around Scorpio season, which is coming up not too far. Okay, what about those of you that this is like singles? This is a new connection for you. Ooh, all right, well, that's kept a secret right now. All right, but the potential is there. There's something that's already been written for you, really. I mean, the best thing in your life, new love coming in, there's something written here for you that's going to be good. That's what I see. Okay, so that was Sagittarius. So we're on to Capricorn. Whoops. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the message is for you and your person. What's going on with Capricorn and their person? Capricorn, please, and their person. Okay. Obsession, you're my obsession. All right, so you have obsession underneath the deck. Someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. All right, let's see what that's about. Okay, I wish I could share my good news with you, is showing. And then we have apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. All right, so let's see what's going on with this situation. I got Libra, Pisces, and Virgo or Gemini showing up already. Okay, what's up for Capricorn? Okay, Capricorn, please. What's going on for Capricorn? Okay. Okay. Ace of Cups. Nice. All right. That can be apologies. Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like you will, most of you, if that is hitting, you will be receiving like an apology of some sort. All right. If it's not about apologies, because not everybody's going to fall into this storyline, then there's absolutely new love that could be made available to you soon, is what I'm seeing. Possibly within a month, things could show up. All right. There's two aces. Okay, so I feel like right now, Capricorn, like you just kind of want everything to work out. That's what I'm seeing with the Three of Pentacles. It's like you just want, like, can't we all get along, kind of thing. I feel like you just want things to work out. You want to be on the same page with this person. You want to talk things through or do what it takes to just work things out to be on some sort of familiar ground or common ground or reconciliation ground. I'm not necessarily sure you want this person back or anything like that. I kind of feels, honestly, in a sense, like you don't necessarily want that, but you don't want there to be things like that aren't Like you don't want any like secrets between you two, or you don't want things to be like you know, if good news happens, you want to feel like you can share it with this person, but like they may not be available, like, or acting available for you right now, you know, or something along those lines. Now this person could be married, that could be why, or they're a Taurus. All right, so that's possible. Let's see. But I feel like you have something good coming into your life that you are going to be planning for in a positive way. I think it's going to move you forward in some way. So I feel most of you are single at this time, and it's like you just kind of miss this person, and it's like wishing that they just like apologize, come back around, you know, that sort of thing. And I I think they will, because it's funny. I set the King of Cups right on top. I didn't even do that on purpose, but I set it right on top of the apology card. And you know, again with the handing the cup, you know, handing the cup over. So I do feel like this person will apologize again, if that makes sense for you, if that's something that you're waiting for or needing. If it's not about apologies necessarily, then I do feel like someone's coming into your life. So for some of you, if you don't have a storyline where you're hoping somebody comes back and apologizes and things can be a little bit more copacetic, right? Then I feel like there's a new person coming into your life. This person's very traditional, and they're looking for something stable, and they are most likely like marriage material. All right, if they're not already married. All right, for some of you, maybe this person's married. That's what you're waiting for the apology about. Maybe they wasted your time. Maybe they did this. Maybe they did that. Something like that. Well, yes, I feel like this person will be communicating soon and forthcoming with that. All right. Others of you, the only other thing I can say is that there does seem to be someone here who it's like their blockage is how to communicate with you from like an honest place. Like they have a hard time doing that. Not that they're like a born liar or anything like that, but their challenge is to communicate with you emotionally. Possibly because like some of you may have like a Pisces moon, where it's, you know, Pisces moon. I personally get along really well with people with Pisces moon, but they can be a lot. You know, not gonna lie. They can really take things too internally and too deep sometimes, and be really difficult to then it's like you're afraid almost to be emotional with them, because they can react so dramatically, or not like in a drama queen kind of way, but just in a everything's like a major thing, right? So I feel like this person may be a little skittish in coming to you because of that, and that would be just a few of you. Obviously, not everyone in this reading has a Pisces moon, but that's one thing I do see as well. But mostly, I feel like you have something good coming your way. So whether it be like the apology that you need so that you guys can be friends again and things can be copacetic, I feel like that is coming. Even if it's not about an apology, it's like whatever it is, you know, I just get the sense like things will be moving forward for you. So if you needed some sort of closure with someone in a good way, because again, this isn't like tears and heartbreak and stuff like that. That's not what I'm seeing. So I'm feeling like you just need to get something like kind of squared away so that you can move forward. And I feel like you're going to be getting that. All right. Others of you, I feel like there's new love on the way. All right. With the aces here, and you know, this person does look like they are going to be more of a committal type. All right, they're looking for like a long-term person. And then lastly, I'd say like if it is a reconciliation, yes, I do feel like if that's what you want, all right, if you are looking for a reconciliation, I do feel that that is on its way too. Okay. And most likely about a month or so, might be a minute, but I do feel like, or some of you, it might be happening now. And lastly, I would say if somebody is married, all right, I feel like you're going to hear from this person again, but I feel like it's better to keep your options open, because I feel like they're staying married. All right, that's that. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, at least for now. Okay, so what should Capricorn be doing then? What should Capricorn females be doing? Okay, yeah, moving on. Breaking free. Also giving someone space. If they said they needed space, give them space. I feel like that is key. But mostly, or if you have a Cancerian energy, that you should be heading towards that person, possibly. Again, even if it just happens to be I mean, if they're a jerk and they're terrible, or they string you along, no, don't do that, you know, because it can't be for everybody, right? It's a general reading. But some of you, if you have like, you know, a good one, then yeah, head towards them. That's confirmation. If it's not that sign of Cancer, then I feel like the message is, you know, you should be like breaking through, moving on, looking for newer things, newer opportunities. I feel planning for your future in a positive way, really, is what I am seeing here. Yeah, the star. So moving towards like healing, hope, you know, not getting jaded from the situation. And I feel like you're going to get the answers you need, even though it feels like you don't have them now. I feel like you're going to get the answers that you need to be able to move towards healing and your hopes and your wishes that in this situation. Okay. If you are male energy Capricorn, what is it that you need to do? What does Spirit suggest you do? If you are male Capricorn energy, oh, well, Leo. All right. If you have a Leo that is in your, you know, that you need to go towards a Leo. All right. And I would say, you know, that looks good. Some of you are trying to make something happen, though, in the not the highest way. I feel like that needs to be given a little bit more thought. All right. So if there's like a more toxic relationship or an unhealthy, manipulative, codependent, something along those lines, give that deeper thought and really recognize those patterns. All right. That definitely resist that type of energy and only move towards the type of energies that are going to make you happy, that help you like to feel free, like you can be yourself, and that you don't have to like scheme or plot or deal with somebody who schemes or plots, right? And instead, you know, go towards things that like resist that, all right, and go only towards things where you can free yourself and feel happy and have new starts and going towards a new opportunity is what I see there. All right. Okay, so we are on to that's Capricorn. We are on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. So tell me about Aquarius, please, and their person. Tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, and their person. I think that goes in the middle too. Okay. Oh, all right. Ooh, okay. So you have this relationship is moving towards a sacred union. Okay. And I want to tell you how I feel. So I do feel like there's something here that like looks like it's moving forward. All right. So let's see what that's about. Possibly with another Aquarius. All right. Or whatever you're hoping and wishing for, you know, that sort of thing. I mean, it's not for everybody, you know, I'd love it if it are, but, you know, I don't like to overplay that. Hopes and wishes are coming true and all that sort of thing with the star card, but it is your card and it can mean that. So, and there was the Two of Cups. So let's see what's going on for Aquarius, please. Okay. So in your head right now. All right. Okay, I see where this is good. This is gonna be like a, yeah, I feel like that's a personal reading for somebody, I can tell. All right, no. Okay. Hold on. All Aquarians, please, and for the actual sign of Aquarius, not cross-watching Aquarius, please. Okay, tell me about actual Aquarius. Okay, looks good. And their person, please. Oof. Wow. All right, so they're having a hard time, but we do have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Judgment, the Tower, wow. And then King of Wands here showing up at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like something will break through here. Something will move forward eventually. Okay, so, So Justice can be marriage and things like that. You do have the marriage card here, or it can be Libra. So clearly someone here is like, I don't know, I guess I got male energy here, I got female energy here on both sides, so I don't know who is who, so this is going to be one of those readings where it might just be like the message, the whole message, all right, rather than this is you, this is them. So, but I do see clearly someone here who is up in their head. They are, right now, they do feel like brokenhearted. They feel like this is too complicated. Maybe it's third party, this, that, or the other. It keeps them up at night. They have like they're trying to find their balance in this situation. They're trying to they want to talk to you, they want to tell you how they feel, but they're having a hard time. all right, is what I see. So they have a lot of just mental obstacles, anxiety, and, worries, fears, that sort of thing. Now, the other side of the coin, the other person I see now, so that could be your side, that could be theirs. I'm not sure who's who here in this scenario. So on this other side of the coin, we do have more of an energy of someone who is like ready to move things to another level, I feel, really, with the King of Cups. But that, again, that's the obstacle, is actually making the offer. So it's like this Two of Wands, like wanting to do it, but not necessarily crossing that threshold yet. So, and it's like there's this grounded energy here. It's of like, what you want. You want something stable, you want something loyal, long term, that sort of thing. So I feel like you're in a good position if you are female. Well, either or. Well, the male energy just looks a little bit more like needs to sort of become the King of Cups, I feel, in this scenario. All right, rather than worrying and fearing and then trying to find balance and all of those things, it's like maybe there's an apology in order, or maybe there's a need to emotionally express yourself more, or something along those lines. That's what I see. So it's because that's in the obstacle section. So nothing's going to happen if this like King of Cups doesn't actually express themselves or open themselves up. If they stay in this energy, then it's going to end up being a karmic, and it's going to be a karmic lesson for them, maybe this life or next life, to learn how to tell people how they feel. All right. And so heed that warning if you're a male energy. All right. Just, soft warning there. It's like that may be something that's setting up to be a future karmic lesson for you if you're not like mastering how to express how you truly feel, or even how to decipher how you truly feel, because worry and all of those things aren't really, or fear of this or fear of that or fear of heartbreak and all of those things, instead of turning the wheel the way that you would like to see it, or at least attempting or trying, then I feel like then it could turn into a string of karmic lessons. But for females here, I feel like you're about to meet someone, or you're about to reconcile with someone, or something along those lines, that it's like it's just right there, and I do feel it's going to be coming into your energy very soon. All right. If there's been any arguments in the past, I feel like there's going to be apologies, things like that. Okay, tell me about females, please. Like, what can they expect? Female Aquarians. Yeah, there's something new coming. I do feel like, but it's a need to kind of like, if it's with a past person or an on-off situation or this or that or the other, then it's more about knowing how to start from a clean slate. Put the worries, the fears, the not expressing yourself, not I want if you want to tell them how you feel, well then tell them how you feel, or if that feels too awkward or something like that, I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's an opportunity here that is coming, that is going to be a good connection for many of you too. I think it's new, all right, rather than a reconciliation. I feel like it's a new situation that you are running into in some form here, that somebody's going to be coming in, all right, and it's going to be a new connection is what I'm seeing. For others of you, like, again, if it is reconciliation energy, then I do feel like instead of feeling trapped or afraid to put that foot forward or what have you, it's like there could be a good rooted start here. All right. So not to be afraid of love or anything like that. Yeah. Manifesting new things, I feel, though, for most of you. Okay. What about females with like, okay, reconciliation. All right, perfect. Yeah, same thing. So it is the same message. So whether you're single and looking for new love, or whether you're looking for this reconciliation, it's like I do sense that it's more about whatever you can do from a place of a clear, clean slate. Okay, so like if you can't have that with that past person, or this reconciliation, if there's no way in hell that it's going to ever feel like it's like brand new again and starting from a fresh new space, then I feel like the advice here is more saying then turn the wheel and clean the slate and try new things. Okay, because there's new love. You may be afraid to do that. But there's new love out there. There is a good, strong connection out there. For those of you who feel you can start from a fresh place, with this person, and that you guys can wipe the slate clean of anything, you know, any blames, any, you know, all the stuff, then I feel like, yes, you guys have a shot. All right, for sure. Okay, what do a male Aquarians need to do? Okay, Two of Swords. Male Aquarians, you may feel like somebody sees you, but they don't. They don't know, like, that you're interested. Okay, so... Okay, what do male Aquarians need to do? Yeah, stop thinking about things, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like you, instead of just playing like the friend game or the friend card or something like that, it's like showing them that you are their King of Pentacles, showing them that you are their, I don't want to say knight in shining armor necessarily, because Aquarians, especially males, have to be careful with that, because you guys do tend to love to come in and be the hero with things. So, you know, but it's like, it's like getting out of the friend zone and needing to show that you are a worthy King of Pentacles. Like, you can be, you know, a wish come true, because I feel like just kind of waiting for things to change, I feel like isn't showing this person, like they're not willing to wait or see what work you're going to put into something. It's like they want action now, and they don't, you know, they want more, a King of Pentacles in their life. So by that means like somebody who's going to not have any doubts. They're going to be very loyal. They're going to be long-term. They're going to be clear with you that you're there for the long haul and that sort of thing. So if you haven't been that, and you've been doing the same old, expecting things to change, I feel like things won't change. All right. So it's a matter of showing them that you are their dream person in that way. All right. If you are, you know, because that's the thing, then you got to kind of uphold that, you know. So are you? Maybe you're not. You know, maybe you're not really wanting to be like a husband, King of Pentacles, settle down type right now. You know, if that's the case, then that might be something to accept. And maybe this situation, again, was just all to learn a karmic lesson of expressing yourself better. Okay. All right. So that was Aquarius. So we are on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Let's see. What is the message for Pisces, please? Tell me about Pisces and their person. Okay. Okay. So this came in reverse. I don't react when people mention you. Okay. And that came in reverse. And then don't dismiss the red flags here is also here. And then at the bottom of the deck, man, we've also got an addiction is affecting this relationship. Okay. So that could have something to do with the not dismissing the red flags here sort of thing. Okay. So someone may, like you may have reacted when people mentioned you before, all right, or mentioned your person before, but that's in reverse now. So I feel like you're not reacting when people bring up this person or something like that, or when you run across their like Facebook page or social media or something. I feel like you're not really reacting about it as much. Okay, and I feel like this is just saying you're on par with that. Like, don't dismiss the red flags here. There is an addiction that's affecting this relationship. Okay, so let's see what's going on for Pisces. All right, tell me about Pisces, please. Okay. What's going on with Pisces? Okay. So I see two clearly different energies here. I see one energy that is absolutely more thinking about like the past and the heaviness of situations and things like that. And I see one energy who is looking forward, like more future forward towards things. So completely different energies. So this is going to be a tough one. I feel like this is a delicate reading that's a little bit of a tougher message to bring. So I feel like if you are a female energy, that it's like you're hoping that this person could see the forest from the trees, but I feel like they are already like looking at other forests. Now, I don't mean that they're looking at other women or whatever gender, but it's but this energy does seem to be really focused on the future and not really looking back at. So in other words, like if you've given this person some time to think about, they said, oh, I need some time, or I need to think about things, or something like that. I feel like you are like going, well, my God, how much time do you need? Like it's been a while. And I feel like the block here is that you're not realizing like that trumpet is blowing here, like trying to get your attention, that it's like something is not really coming back around in some way, because I feel like this other person is just focused on, you know, it could be something. I don't think it's necessarily love. Like I don't think it's necessarily they have another person. I just feel like they're on a different path. All right, and that's probably, again, like that warning, you know, don't dismiss the red flags here. Yeah, look, the timing is just not quite right. You know, there's some kind of addiction here or something along those lines. Now, I hate to say it, but the addiction could be more on this end, where the female energy is sort of addicted to, it's like the same thing every day, every day, every day. And the blockage is, it's time to wake up from this and not and stop, because this person seems to be looking towards things. So I'm gonna, here's what all right. So I'm kind of candy ass walking around what I really need to say. Here's what I need to say with this reading. All right. So I'm going to trust that you can, you know, if you're a triggery type person, don't watch, right? Because what I see here is a female energy, all right, where it's like things aren't working out, all right? And it's like there's sort of this addiction, though, to hoping eventually this person's going to see things the way that you want them to see it. I feel like this person's not. All right. I feel like that they are already like looking at new things in their future. Again, I don't see new people necessarily. Maybe, I don't know. It seems like more like stuff more around like work, career, things like that. They seem to be more focused on moving their life forward in new directions. And none of the cards are looking back at you. Whereas your cards are more like looking at them and then looking at like the past. All right. So, and I feel like that the blockage being Judgment card is saying like the trumpet's blowing. It's time to like wake up and see, you know, see what's going on here. And there may be some kind of like addiction. The red flag might be for you, you know, to see like, you know, what are the red flags here? You know, it's like, are we, you know, possibly getting addicted to hoping this person comes back? Or are we addicted to putting up with the same old of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting on this person while they're not doing that? They're looking towards other possibilities in their future. So that I would be a little careful with that. Let's see, is there anything else at the bottom of the deck? Yeah. So let's see. I feel like there is, it could be an Aquarius. All right. We do have Aquarius here. I do feel like there is, communication between you two, but it feels like it's rushed, or it feels like it's like not happy, like they're not happy with things right now, so they could get like angry or something like that. Remember, this is not everyone's reading, all right? So you might want to watch your moon or Venus or something like that. But I feel like this is a situation where it's like kind of being in denial of like of things in a way. And again, you know, I want to say it as delicately as possible, but sometimes there's no delicate way to say this. And we've all been there, you know, so don't beat yourself up for it or anything like that. But I feel it's sort of like a denial of like that someone else is moving on, and it's like not wanting to see that, and then possibly like messaging this person or something like that. But then they kind of come back like sort of like, oh, what are you messaging me for? You know, I'm doing this, or, you know, something like that, or I'm trying to get this work done, or, you know, where they get angry or upset or something like that is what I'm getting. So it's like it's not fixing the situation is what I see. What is the advice if that is the case for if some Pisces are relating to that? And I feel it's the female energy with the Queen of Cups here, although, you know, you might be relating to it as a male too. But what is the advice for those who are going through that? Six of Cups. Yeah. I feel like your intuition already sort of knows like that this is done and over, but there's like this sense of either wanting to hang on and still be friends in some way. but this person keeps sort of pushing that back. Like, I feel like this person just is moving forward is what I see. And there's this wanting to, there's like big nostalgia around this person is what I see. And it's like you're not really telling them your feelings, and it's, in a sense, maybe you're okay to stay in the friend zone area. I don't know, maybe that'll be fine in the long run, but it's like, it doesn't feel like it's coming together romantically, if I'm completely honest here. So I feel like the advice is more to, if you are interested in this, here's one other thing. If this is someone you're interested in that you've never been with, all right, you're interested in them, but you guys haven't got together, this person's about to go, all right? So there's that too. So if you are friends with them, but you've always wanted to be with them or something like that. Now that's a big one. So that's up to you. You have to use your own intuition on this, but it could be saying, well, then fight for this because they're about to go and meet somebody else or go do other things or something, or be out of, they're going to be, gone is what I see. So some of you may need to stand up for this. All right. But that's only, I want to preface that, or stress that actually. I want to stress that that's only if this is someone who you've always had a crush on, but you've never been with. You've never had a relationship with them. Okay. That would be it. But again, I still don't think it's gonna work necessarily, but I think it will give you some peace of mind. Okay. So for most of you, I feel like it's saying like there just needs to be closure with this situation. Really is what I'm seeing, so that new things can come in for you. And I feel like you'll get your gusto back. All right, by doing that, by closing the door on this situation, because I feel like it's a little chasey. And it's not even chasing. Like, I don't think you're chasing. I think it's just like waiting for something to happen, waiting for something to change isn't working. All right. That's definitely one thing. Also too, if you're single, I would say there's like somebody really good coming in for you, but you've got to be like willing and being out there and not thinking about what a burden love is and judging everyone and everything around you and being like, well, I had my love back in the day, and thinking it's over. It's like, no, it's like, turn that wheel. There's a new cycle here for you, and it could come in quickly, but it's like, it's going to take you going out, meeting some friends, doing some things. All right. There's that message too. Okay. Because you might be instead like getting really close to getting like a really bad addiction going in your life or something like that. That's like spirit. I feel like the warning, don't dismiss the red flags, is for you, because I don't see red flags with the other person. So I feel it's like for you to not get addicted to something, and don't dismiss, because you may be just giving up giving up on love, or just settling for something that's just not working for you, where something new could be coming in. All right. Pisces males, what is the advice, please? If you are Pisces male energy. Okay. 9 of Wands, wounded warrior. Okay. Yeah, spying, 9 of Wands. That ain't gonna get you anywhere. All right. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. A lot of brooding, a lot of hidden anger. Oh my God. Too many things. Okay. So Pisces males. All right. And again, I don't want to trigger anybody or anything like that. We can all be in these energies. So when I say this stuff, it's not from a judgy place or critical way. It's just, I read the cards. Okay. 3 5s. All right, coming out here. That's a lot. All right. And the first 3 cards aren't great either. So this is a lot of just, again, it's the same thing I told the females. It's the same energy. So same energy, just sort of like hoping things get better, but kind of maybe spying or keeping tabs on somebody, but then really never making a decision to move forward on anything. So then just ending up in regrets and then you get angry that somebody put you in this energy of regrets. And then there's like dramas and fights or, something like that. So I really feel like it's just sort of going back and forth, same energies all together. So there's, as far as advice, I mean, I don't think this is advice as much as it is prediction energy, where it's like the prediction energy is it's just going to be more of the same unless something changes here. All right. And what needs to change is most likely, like healing, anything to do with, stepping up to be the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is like the ideal husband. It's like, it's the one that everybody wants. Just like everybody wants the Queen of Pentacles, everybody wants the King of Pentacles. So it's like being loyal, being stable, being somebody you can respect and count on, and all of those types of things. Of course, you need to have the counterpart to that, you know, because I get it, you know, not everybody has the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like maybe the person you're with isn't like that either. So maybe you're with the wrong person, or something along those lines. So it's about needing to like heal yourself, allow yourself to be healed, guided. Also, I would say control any types of addictions, drinking, things like that, or addictions to drama and fighting, if that's something that is in your nature, you know, all those types of things for the male energies there. And it's like needing to kind of step into the King of Pentacles role, you know, which is doesn't do any of those things. All right, doesn't entertain any of that. King of Pentacles is all about their work, career, their love, their family, their respect, and, you know, stature, you know, and that sort of thing. So healing those aspects of yourself, I feel. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you for the next readings. All right, bye.